was going to say, I think you might be wrong here, but this is a single lane road.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back
Dwayne's,
to our
treating it as though
Sunday night
it's, a
convoy
one-way.
night. Well, you know, I didn't know because you can't see the paint. I thought it was a 2-lane one-way road until I got a bill for going the wrong way. Then I moved over. Then traffic came. I was like, oh. We've got a long load tonight. We're all in some air compressors.
That tree hangs over the road quite
Down to Texas from Lewiston, Idaho. So 2,000 miles is the journey. See how long it's going to take us.
Did steering sensitivity make any difference, Jolly?
Not here. I have steering wheel here. I haven't tried it in Farm Sim. I haven't played Farm Sim. I just did a couple of things earlier. That's it. I do have to try it after this to see if it'll make a difference.
Oh, when you get something new?
No, the controller steering in Farm Sim is atrocious. It oversteers and then you can't bring it back, and it's you're wiping out every time you turn around. So she just came up with a setting that actually might help.
Oh, I find wheel and keyboard work fine.
I've been controller for ever since FS19, so
I heard it's slow to steer back.
it is slow to steer back. Yes.
I had somebody complain about that the other day, and I was like, well, just increase the steer back speed. I run it at 100%.
See, I get that with my keyboards. It doesn't steer back.
Yeah.
Well, I was doing some testing earlier, and I found that if I bumped up steering sensitivity to 300%, it didn't do it as badly.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have that option. Oh.
I'll play with it after.
This truck in front of me came to a near complete stop.
Well, that explains why everybody is. Good Lord, that's a cop.
Yep.
Is that the one Dwayne took out?
Yep.
I seen it in my mirror.
You came
So-
to a sudden stop, and I thought I was going to try and get. I couldn't try to evade from hitting you, and get caught instead.
Yeah, well, I would have went that way, but I saw there was a car coming, so I have to wait.
Now I'm guessing there's a warrant for my arrest.
I don't worry about it.
We might get a little bit of winter weather tonight.
It was only minus 29 here last night.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 40 with the wind chill. We're supposed to get the same tonight.
We're on the upward trend.
No, not here. My ice hut finally came in. I gotta go to Cabela's and pick it up tomorrow. That's it. Now I can go ice fishing. Gather all my supplies, test everything out. And, next weekend I'm going fishing.
How big a hole do you drill?
I have an 8-inch auger. So my holes are 8 inches. I drill 3 holes because you can actually have 2 rods in the ground, in the water when ice fishing. So I
Of your own.
Of your own, yes. And that's per fisher. I do a third one because I use a fish finder. So I put my transducer down that one between the other two.
Oh, I thought that's where you put the crapper on too.
Go straight.
No,
A fish light.
a fish finder.
Fish finder. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said a fish light.
No, transducer is what I said. That's what you drop down the hole. And then you, the ice fishing one actually, unlike a boat one, which gives you what was there, the transducer actually tells you, the ice one tells you what's there, what is there now. So you can actually see your lure, where it's at in the water column. And then if there's any fish, you can actually see where the fish are. So you can drop your lure down to the fish or up to the fish, depending.
So you're saying the boat ones are
No,
delayed?
Yes. No, they send the picture, so you know how it scrolls across the screen? Okay. The further away from where it's, like, where it actually just gives you the picture right away, that's live. Everything else is just historical. If that makes sense. You know how it scrolls from right to left or left to right, depending on the fish finder. The picture that just shows up is what's live. Everything else is historical. The further away you are from it is the further in the past it is.
Oh, I don't really know. I don't do that type of fishing.
But with an ice fish, you actually you don't get that type of screen. It's a different type of screen where you can actually see where the bottom is, and then you can actually see your lure moving in on the screen.
And then continue
And if
straight
any
on.
fish are there, then you can actually see them as well. So you can actually put your lure down to the depth of the actual fish.
How about a
Stick 'em
fish
in your
brings
eye.
out a sign that says, "I see you too"?
Yeah. So you
They-
can actually get a camera system too, that you drop down and you can actually rotate it to see fish. You can see how they're reacting to their lure. If they're indifferent to it, then you actually switch out your lures. Sometimes fish, they're just not biting. So,
Well, that's because you didn't give them Kraft macaroni and cheese.
yeah.
1 month. Are we that?
You know, the
Close.
fish finder, you can decrease and increase the sensitivities. You can zoom in on the bottom. Mine you can, anyways.
Well, you're in the States a week before I am. Before I leave.
Just depends on the size of fish you're looking for, what you're fishing for. So, if you're going perch fishing, you want increased sensitivity because there are smaller fish than, say, like a pickerel.
So is this? How big is this fish hut? Like,
You can sit 4 people in it.
okay, so it's not like outhouse size. It's like
No, it's a big one. You can
it's
actually go in
like
there. I
small.
actually have,
It's like a large sauna size.
yeah, but it's portable, right? So it's collapsible. The sides the fabric is actually insulated. So you can actually, like, I drum a hole, you shovel all the snow away, because it's gotten wet, so you shovel it all away, and then I use those foam, I set up the tent, and then I use those foams, the 1-inch floor foam, interlocking ones. I bring them out, and I put them down on the ice, so you're not sitting on the ice. So that gives you a little bit of insulation there, but then I also use a propane heater. So I have a sled that all this fits into. So I bring a propane tank, with a nice long line, and I have a Mr. Buddy big propane heater, so you actually heat the tent inside. You have windows, you have the door, you have the vents. As you're using up the oxygen, you got to be able to change it out, right? So, but you can actually go down to your t-shirt inside there when it's minus 40 outside.
Lots of oncoming traffic.
Well, I backed away from everybody, seeing as how I was getting the mess from everybody stopping everything.
I hadn't stopped anything for a while.
Yeah, I know, but you delayed me, so I kind of stayed back here. So, with all these twists and turns.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
I can actually, the size that I bought, I can actually put a cot in there and spend the night on the ice if I wanted to. Bring a little stove and you can cook and do whatever you want. You can bring a porta potty, whatever.
Were we supposed to turn somewhere?
Mine just said straight on.
Yeah, it said keep right and straight on.
Keep right.
Yeah, because all of a sudden
And
my
then
GPS
turn
just
right.
disappeared. I'm going,
We turn up here, but it'll be pretty obvious.
yeah.
Turn right.
If you're on the wrong side of the road, it'll go off.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Well, technically I'm not on the wrong side of the
When
road.
possible.
Oh, technically
Make a
I
route.
am
Recompute.
on the on-ramp. Well, I apparently
Find
missed
a
that.
new route. Keep left.
That's
and
okay,
then
it's
turn
unexplored road. So, Chicago is where you fly in. Is that your first time you touch down in the States? Or do you touch down in the West Coast and then jump to Chicago?
Keep left.
Wow. That's a lot of country you're flying over. Now, is that one of those? Is that one of the big jets, like double decker? that
I
must have been
think-
Farmer G.
Yep.
It
And
was,
just, that car disappeared just as you went past it. But right before that, you got yourself a speeding ticket. I saw the comp.
Yeah, yeah.
Flashing lights on that comp car.
It's kind of fun to see him light up, right?
Like it's not for me.
Here.
Nah. I'm just going broke, so.
Yeah, okay.
I've only got 270.3 million. Only. Look at that. It's snowing out here, and this guy's driving around in a convertible with the top down.
Well, yeah, he's wondering why you're talking about going ice fishing with a propane heater. Part of ice fishing is being frozen.
No. The ice just needs to be frozen. You don't need to be frozen.
You should put a sign on the lure. It's 80 degrees up here. Want to get out of the cold? Catch a lift. Oh, that was kind of cool seeing the sun shadow on the sign.
Yeah.
So it's like seats, an aisle, and seats. Like 2 aisles, but not 2 layers of people. Like the furthest I've ever flown is East Coast to Colorado. Oh, so okay. So it's a small. Yeah, it was a small jet then. I think what we flew to Colorado in was bigger than that, because I'm pretty sure it was like 4 people in the middle and maybe 3 on either side. Not a lot bigger, but.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Oh, we have an exit coming up.
Exit right.
Oh, okay.
Please pull in. Yeah, I don't think so.
Business class, economy class. All right.
Getting some fog.
All I know is the aisles are narrow. I gotta walk down the aisles with my shoulders turned. Otherwise I'd hit things. So yeah, I think our school district goal is to be the first in the area to call school off. Because we got to call it 3:30 this afternoon. Before anything's even started. Saying school is closed tomorrow.
What are they calling for?
Like 2 to 4 inches, and then like a 1/10 of an inch of ice after. Nothing big,
Yeah, don't clean the snow until the ice is done.
but the wife reminded me of an event that happened probably 10 years ago when our daughter was in elementary or middle school. They didn't call it off. They did a late call, basically, and parents, to some degree, had already left for work. Kids were out waiting on the bus and didn't necessarily know the school were suddenly canceled because, well, they don't watch the news or anything, right? Parents said, oh, you're going to school. I'm going to work. And then they canceled school. So then all these kids were like standing around. And there was like school buses and trying to drive around and slipping on the hills because the city I live in is basically built on a hillside. So it's not uncommon to have stoplights in the middle of a hill.
I didn't leave those cars there, Farmer G. They did that all by themselves.
Yeah, it's alright.
yeah, I see that.
Keep left.
So they caught Royal Havoc for that. So now they're extra cautious.
Keep left.
Well, there's cautious, then there's extreme.
Yeah, they're not set up for any of that like we are up here, right? So,
No, I mean, like I was saying last week, we don't run chains because our roads are always bare. Either that or they're covered in
Nobody
ice.
runs chains out here either.
we don't run chains here neither.
Right. We don't have
no tires.
We don't have
Spike
snow tires. We don't have spike tires. If snow is here for more than 2 days, it's a record. It's here and gone. But it's more likely ice than snow. And I don't care who you are, unless you got studded tires or chains, you're gonna slide on ice.
Yeah.
Keep left.
So at least you're getting the snow and then the ice. So don't clean your driveway of the snow until the ice is gone, and then your pavement won't have the ice.
Oh, it's just 4 inches, though. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm just gonna drive over it.
Yeah.
Keep left.
I'm just saying, if you clean it before that freezing rain or whatever shows up, and then you're asking for an ice rink. That's all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Leaving off the car, like leave the snow on the car.
That's actually illegal here, that's why I was clearing it off.
No, if it's snowing and you're not driving the car, then yeah, you have to clear it off. But if don't go out and clear the snow off the car, if you're not going anywhere, leave it so that the ice and all that crusts on top of the snow. So when you clear the snow off later, you don't have that ice buildup on the actual car. Because it built up on the snow, not the car.
Right. You just wipe right off.
Yeah, exactly. Did both of you get a speeding ticket for there?
Probably.
That cop did not like neither of you.
I did.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Nearly missed that turn there. GPS didn't say anything.
Exit right.
I don't know if I want to be directly behind Dwayne. He likes to bring cars to a complete stop.
I haven't put anything into a complete. Whoa. I
Yeah,
put
yeah,
myself
you
to a
just-
complete stop.
Yeah, you tried to put me into a complete stop. Uh,
Yeah, I'm so used to. I changed some of my
Straight on.
configuration around it, and I'm still not used to it yet. I accidentally just hit my e-brake.
well, that'll bring you to a stop awfully quick.
Keep right.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're doing at work yet, but it sounds like they might be canceling classes. But if we do that, that's more or less so that the few facilities people we do have can focus on clearing sidewalks to the cafeteria from the dorms. Then have to worry about clearing parking lots and all the sidewalks.
I can prioritize properly.
Yeah. I mean, we're a resident campus, so if classes are canceled, there's still people living there, and they still
Yep.
need to go eat, right? So we can focus on the sidewalks around the buildings they live in and the path they need to take to get to eat. And we don't have to worry about clearing off the other parking lots or the other sidewalks in and out of the academic spaces for early morning, right? We can get to that in the afternoon. Let the sun help.
Yep.
Rerouting. Okay, let's find a new route. Never mind. Recomputing. Finding a new route. Keep right.
This is not a bad drive. This is rather enjoyable without the snow physics.
No, we don't have the physics on?
No.
Why
Still
not?
driving into the wall.
We should
Am I
have
the
the
only one?
physics on.
Am I the only one that keeps getting a nagging voice in my head? Slow down, it's stone.
No. Yeah, I've not heard that.
Don't me either. But then, of course, but my world is very white when you're out of my
Yeah.
windshield.
Yeah.
Do you have a modded GPS voice?
No, it's just my brain is telling me slow down, it's snow and ice outside.
Oh,
Yeah, no, the voice in my head saying other things.
Oh. Java said it's just around 100 today there and tomorrow.
you can have it.
Yeah, that I don't want, thank you. Yeah. not interested in heat like that. I find it easier to warm up than it is to cool off.
Well, you can only take so much off.
Exactly.
Well, that's what you want when you got a hot date.
When you have a hot date?
If you have one.
Oh.
All of a sudden, jolly slow down.
Yeah, on the corner.
Ooh.
Nice dodge. Good thing I hit the brake.
Well, I thought I avoided that truck, but then I saw the truck go crazy in my mirror, but I didn't get any, like, damage notice.
Huh.
It must have just been the wind from me flying by that knocked him over.
Must have been.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Oh.
Exit right.
There we go.
Turn right.
What's going on? 800 miles in and we're still relatively convoyish.
Yeah, I think you just jinxed us.
Oh, you just crashed.
Dwayne, you're making a right here, eh? No, I didn't just crash. Dwayne almost missed his turn.
Yeah, well, it was because of a truck.
Okay, now it's telling me I visit surveys. I didn't hit anything. And I got 14% damage.
Oh, it's delayed.
Okay, I'm gonna need service and I'm gonna need fuel here soon.
I think there's service in Moab.
Go straight on.
Oh, I filled up before I left.
So did I,
Mm-hmm.
but I've got an eighth of a tank left.
Oh, okay. Just under a half. Oh, there's fuel right up here.
Yeah.
It's snowing.
There's service up on the left as we're coming out in Moab.
Yeah, it is now. It's nice.
Okay, so there's fuel here and service as we leave. Okay.
Yeah, Farmer G's peeling off for service.
I'm gonna peel off here for some fuel. I take it there's no fuel up by the service?
There is, there's a garage.
Okay, so I'll get fuel and...
the road is now slick.
Keep right.
yeah, well, it's snowing.
I think we just passed finger in the wall.
I can feel that at my steering wheel that it's slick out.
Alright. We gotta get back into first person view. Driving like that when it's slippery, it's not a good idea.
Keep
Monticello.
left, and then turn left. Turn left. Go straight on. Keep right.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Uh-oh. So, gee, you said it's against the law to drive with snow on your car? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
On your windows, yes.
Well, windows, roof, in particular.
Yeah. Yeah,
Too
same
many
up here.
people.
Go
Too many
straight
people
on.
driving and it's sliding down onto the windscreen.
Oh, well, we don't have that problem. We have it where it catches the wind and then it flips up and over the car and slams on the road behind you.
Well, it's probably partly to do with that as well, but as far as I'm aware, it's mostly the windscreen issue.
Yeah, here in Canada, you can get a ticket if you don't clean your windows. And it's not just the windshield, your side windows and your rear window has to be clean as well.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
But yeah, you see some people there that drive that barely the ice is defrosted off the windshield for them to look out the window.
Yeah, they're looking
Turn
down
left.
at the bottom center of the windshield, so they can actually see where the hell they're going because they can. Yeah.
Go straight on.
Now that happens back in the olden days when snow would get into your cooling vent, your heater, and then fog up the inside of your car.
Yeah. I need another service. A cop decided to spawn on my front bumper.
Oh, I haven't been looking out for one. But I feel like it's going to be a while, because we're now on really windy back roads.
That's alright. I'm only at 15%. I got visit service. Fix it when I can. As long as it doesn't keep shutting down, we're good. Hey, this is the most colorful I've ever seen Colorado.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, I agree, actually.
Turn right.
There's service here in Durango.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'm on that. How am I on that road?
Go straight on. Reroute.
Just go ahead and get gas here. Fuel, diesel,
Make a U-turn.
whatever. There's our winter paint scheme. Nice white at the top, crackles into like ice shattering, and then a nice dark blue at the back.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
We're leaving Colorado.
Oh,
And
it's too bad.
We're entering
So
New
colorful.
Mexico because I saw the New Mexico sign like from miles off. I was like, oh, look at that very bright, colorful sign way off in the distance. That must be New Mexico, and indeed it was.
Couldn't have been the Colorado side.
Yeah, then I noticed the dear, dark and dreary leaving Colorado sign. Like, this should be bright and colorful. Like, people should be happy they're leaving.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh boy!
Turn right. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Well, at least we weren't in that state for very long.
Go straight on.
The Giants should be back in full force tomorrow, I would think. So hopefully we'll start seeing maybe by Wednesday fairly steady mod drops. Get this thing wound up a little bit more.
Did that cop pull you over there, Dwayne?
Yep. It didn't help that he cut in front of me and I ran him off the side of the road.
So you had a grudge.
Wanted.
So he was
All my
foolish and
actions
tried to stop a transport trailer with a car.
Wanted.
Didn't wait for
Oh.
backup.
I got a cop car in front of me. Should I push him off the road?
I'll be on America's Most Wanted. Go right ahead.
What's the Canadian version of that? The Canadian least desirables? Because we have
Yeah,
we have to spin it the polite way.
Call them prime ministers.
We elect those types of people.
Oh! Oh, that was a close one. Some days I think they shut the traffic down on the other side of the road. It's like, how can we go this long without seeing anybody? It's like, David, on the way to Louisville, I'm on interstate like the whole way. And after the first
See if I can gain some ground
20
back up here.
20 or so miles, I get off
It's like Harvard Cheese been
the
slowing
main
down
interstate that I drive every day to go to work, which is a major trucking corridor up and down the East Coast, or up, basically, at least up and down
And then turn
north,
right.
Yeah.
north and south of Virginia.
Oh,
And then
one of
I
those
could
nights.
go,
Turn right.
I could go for an hour and not see another truck. Whereas on the main interstate I'm on, you're lucky if you don't see a truck every second. Either in front of you, behind you, or on the other side of the road. And it's when I get on these other interstates I realize how much traffic there is on the one I'm on all the time. Because it's more like, wow, look how few trucks there are out here.
Almost did it again, Jolly.
Keep
Oh, don't hit your e-brake. Well, if
Oh,
you
I
do,
go
you'll
for
let
my-
me catch up to you.
Going for my Jake brake and I end up hitting my e-brake.
There's easily as
I mean, it's a brake
much
of sorts, but not the
as
right one.
much trucks on the road as cars on that interstate. It's a major trucking corridor.
keep right.
Uh-oh.
Keep left.
I know one time out there I was driving, I'm like, I didn't see any cars for like 15 minutes on my side of the road or coming toward me. I'm like, how is this a major interstate and there's nobody out here?
know, if this area of the country actually did get snow, I don't know if they'd know what they have to do with themselves.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't last.
Traffic.
They'd declare a state of emergency.
Well, it
There's
would.
an inch of snow on the ground.
They would. But again, it wouldn't last for long. I saw a headline, but I didn't read the article about. I think they're predicting a shift in Earth's magnetic north. We're gonna get a new North Pole. They were saying it was going to cause a lot of transportation problems.
Well, the magnetic north is perpetually changing. Very minor. Are they talking in actual
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't read it.
a magnetic north change or a actual north change? Because that would be a change to the Earth's rotation axis.
My guess would be there's a. I don't know. I guess someone would determine a significant change in the magnetic north.
Yeah, that's possible.
The axis isn't changing, just the
No, the
magnetic
axis
north.
is just the magnetic north, yeah. Any navigational aids that rely on the magnetic would be effective, but GPS wouldn't. But your GPS backup systems for planes and that would be effective. Interesting.
We're heading into nighttime.
I'm gonna finish marking this unmarked road.
Keep left.
Fort Summer has fuel and maintenance.
Well, I don't need maintenance again yet.
That's what you all are coming up to now. Looks like we're gonna drive through the night and deliver at right around 6 in the morning.
I started dabbling a little bit in the old blender.
Oh, what are you modeling?
Oh, right now, not much.
Keep left.
Just learning it. But there's a few things I wanna.
Keep
My
left.
son's getting a 3D printer, and I've been thinking about getting one myself.
Well,
And then once I get comfortable with maybe I'll do some modding.
Alright, I guess we'll get high beams eventually. Yeah, it's pretty interesting what people can print now with these things.
Yeah, I've had my head in 3D printing YouTube videos, and Blender videos, GE videos.
I don't know, the world may never be different. Or may never be the same.
Armor G zig when he should have zagged.
Well, I'm at 595. Where are you all at?
631.
oh, I'm 710.
Have the screen scares been coming?
I've only had a couple. Didn't wipe me out.
Keep left.
They're currently behaving themselves.
To give the kids some candy.
I'm just hitting everything under the sun. You probably realize that I don't need any help to wipe out my truck.
Speaking of candy, I had my first Christmas candy for this year, or last year, last week. I bought the kids stuff for their stockings, but I didn't get any for
Right.
myself.
And then turn right.
I was in the grocery store getting lunch, and they had their Christmas candy discount. And there was some gummy candy canes, and I'm like, I could go for that.
Go straight on.
Yeah, they'll be on sale.
A bag was $1. Thankfully, they were not peppermint flavored gummies. I wasn't looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be too palatable.
Christmas. What are lalas? Christmas lollies? What are those? Lollipops?
I'm just getting into Texas. Texas with snow. That's a different concept.
It happens every once in a while.
Yeah, they get a cold snap, their power grid fails.
Watermelons freeze.
Somehow they can air condition their houses in 120-degree weather, but they can't heat houses when it gets a little cold. Well, it'll probably be the last Christmas candy I get this year, because if we do go to work tomorrow, I'll go back to the cafeteria for lunch, because they'll be serving again.
Well, I think they're right now busy putting up a border wall. I was thinking.
Well, I mean, I could see them put a border wall up for Colorado, but they don't border Colorado, I don't think.
Go straight on.
Huh?
We need to put one up to keep Trump out. Oh, good lord, what did you guys do here? Oh. Looks like a Farmer G went through there.
I don't know if it is me, unless you caught up quite a bit.
No,
it was me.
I see Farmer G.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't join us for Sunday night. ATS, right? That's during your sad to be working hours.
Just getting over the flu.
You were under the weather.
Oh yeah, ever since New Year's.
You drank too much, did you?
Yeah, that was the case.
I rang in the New Year's on my drive home from work.
% damage to my truck.
Uh-oh. What'd you hit?
Another truck. This makes me wonder why my garage doesn't make any money.
Keep right.
Oh. what's funny is I was looking at the guardrail over there on the left, and I didn't even see the guardrail I hit. Oh, that's going to be painful at the shop. I've not had a drink in years. I didn't even see that guardrail.
Keep left.
When I got stopped, I'm like, what did I hit? Guardrail was over there. Then I go, oh, there's another one. Welcome back. Totally not a sniper.
Keep left.
Catching up to you, G. I'm only doing 123.
Wow, that's why I'm so surprised I'm still in the lead. Because my truck can only do like 102 at the most.
Yeah, you're just getting a better overall.
Yes, this is tortoise in the hare race. The slow tortoise at 100 is winning.
I'm not worried, you'll crash soon enough.
Well, you're coming up on Dwayne, so he's going to get you to crash.
Well, I hit a guardrail I didn't even see. What we got? 262 miles to go. Yeah, we don't have the slippery mechanics on. This is more for beauty than anything else.
I am running out of fuel.
Wow.
Keep left.
I mean, there's plenty of fuel on the tray down. I'm at 240.
297.
So this was a 2,000 mile load, so we're just about done. Our first load of the night. Now we'll take a shorter run. No. No, our goal is to be reasonable. I don't go for the super cheaty stuff. We just like to drive full throttle. I mean, this
Did you hit
profile's
something
got
there, Dwayne?
$438 million of real money. This is not any sort of cheated in profile. I've been running this
Coming
profile
off, you know,
since
exit there, and
New
the other
Mexico
car
released.
coming straight in, he just swung right into my trailer.
Nah, well, he had the right of way. You didn't.
Okay.
This is ATS. Everybody else has the right of way, but not you.
My last accident must have did something to my truck. I'm doing 112. Just passed the cop, no speeding ticket, but my speed on my dash is not red either. It's still white, like it's in the speed limit zone.
Huh. Right on the curb?
No, I'm in the middle of the road.
Wow.
Passed the cop, no ticket.
Keep left.
Hopefully I can make it to that gas station coming up here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, we can't spend money fast enough.
I think I'll
So-
probably run out of fuel
I've got fines turned on,
at delivery point.
and with the new damage model, we still in the streams with $3-4 million of income.
At least I'm going for it anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not stopping here. I missed the friggin' turn.
Oh, I just got a speeding ticket. Well, there goes that theory.
Waco. Let's hopefully I make it there. Okay, hold
Oh,
on,
did you think your car was immune to radar?
Yep.
Or your truck?
Stealth fighter.
It's so damaged, it doesn't reflect signals back.
I got F-35 paint on it.
Keep left.
I was listening to an audiobook once. I think it was called Skunk Works. It was all about the Skunk Work projects, so the stealth fighter and bomber and all that, the SR-71 Blackbird and all that stuff. And they would recount, certain stories of designing it or building it and other things. And they recounted a story of taking a stealth bomber or fighter model out to a test radar facility, and they put the model up on the pole out in the radar range, and they went in, and the radar guy's like doing his tests, and he's like, "Are you sure it's out there?" And he's like, yeah, it's out there. And then, like I guess the guy could look out this window and see it. So he's like, yeah, it's out there. So the guy's like, well, I don't know, I'm not picking anything up. And then a bird landed on it. And he says, oh wait, All right, now my stuff's now it's working. So it was like they knew they had something good at the model stage because the radar guy could only pick it up when the bird landed on the model. Oh, shoot.
Go straight up.
And then,
Left, and then exit left.
I don't know if it was that plane or if it was a different one. They were doing some other tests. And they had like one of their mobile radar trailer stations out in the desert. And they were supposed to do flybys. And the radar guy was basically going to tell them every time they flew by. And, you know, the radar guy's like, you know, when's this test going to start? And the guy's been flying by for I don't know how long. But then the guy goes out for like a smoke break or something, and the pilot sitting by the plane, you know, over on the runway, like he's done landed and everything. Right. It was snowing earlier.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Oh.
Where my Jeep picked poorly.
It's more my driving rather than picking poorly.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right.
There, we got some snow and rain. We got a train. Let's hope it doesn't drop.
Yeah.
I got snow.
Go straight
It's
up.
snowing.
I wonder where Rockhound is.
Get ready
It was
to turn
Playing
right.
farm, he was streaming Farm Sim, you know.
He's streaming Farm Sim, yeah.
Oh.
Turn right. Okay, let's find a new route. Please make a U-turn when possible.
Please make a U-turn. Oh, let's haul those loaded tires. There we go. Oh, reckless. Are you kidding me? Well, I drove all this way for no money.
Yeah, same.
You didn't make any money. Too much damage to the load.
Yeah.
Time to get
Yeah,
the job.
I shouldn't say anything because I'm probably going to be in the same boat.
Oh, I made 10 grand.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. What happened to my load? Don't really want to do that. What?
I'm only 30 miles out.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to have to call it a night. My hand is throbbing.
Yeah, gee. Getting late for you.
No, it's a fell in my hand the other day, on Friday when I was taking snow off the car.
Yeah.
And just gripping the controllers, just done it in.
Let's go.
Right.
Alrighty. Take care.
Yeah, I'll see you on the stream in a minute.
Yep.
Finding a new route. Turn left.
Virtually, my driver's made 3.2 million.
There you go.
We got a load of rubber. Going to Arizona. Another state that I don't think would see too much snow. Oh my gosh.
Train, guys.
That's a narrow weighbridge. Or scale.
Go straight on.
Yep, you can get pretty good air on it.
Get ready to turn left.
I'm gonna fuel up
I see petroleum.
Turn left.
and then roll out.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, we're good drivers. We just
Turn right.
pretend to drive badly.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Wow, I overshot too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made 94,000 on that.
See, you're not near as bad as you thought.
On this, I
Keep
think I
left,
spent
and then
150
exit left.
there.
Oh.
Exit left.
So I am as bad as I thought.
I wouldn't mind dropping in a prime rib roadhouse. Well, there's service here, but it's not that convenient.
I had to tow, so I'm full. I'm good.
It's all fun and games. It's all good. It's when wrecking nuts on, you gotta be careful.
Keep right. Keep left.
Well, when my youngest was, I don't know if he was 3, but it was back in FS17. So he's 11 now. But he would sit on my lap and he would drive a tractor
I gotta do this.
and farm sim. I would use the
I
pedals,
just picked up the load. And I gotta do this.
and he would use the wheel.
Site, whatever. The
And he had his own tractor with a
I don't have this one. So
a minion weight
I don't have this
on top, on the front of it,
Stop for a break.
and he would come down, and he'd want to drive his tractor.
one. That sounds like a hell of an
So I
idea.
would load up the save game, and he would drive his tractor around for
just getting over the flu.
10 or 15 minutes, and then be done and go off and do his thing. Now he's not interested in that. Now he's got a Meta Quest VR headset and does that until headset dies, and he charges it up. He bought that with his own Christmas money. Except now, I put a 4-hour time limit on him per day.
You're gonna fight with a 3-year-old Klein?
Apparently he's, I guess he's throwing him to see Wreckfest. It's when's his bedtime?
It says Wreckfest.
8:30? It's 8:30 there, right? So I guess 9. I am driving normal. Is this not normal? How is this not normal?
Keep left.
10 p.m. Wow. At that age, we'd been trying to put him to bed early. so we didn't have to.
For next Saturday's festivities
So we can have some
on
time.
Baldur's Gate, bring a can of Raid with you there, Klein.
Yeah, for the bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave the bugs for now and come back after we do a couple more things, which should get us another level or two.
Who's all playing Baldur's Gate?
Tuki, Simper, and Jerry. Tuki's a drunk monk. He drinks all the alcohol he can find.
Picks on all the women. Loots everybody.
Simper's a dwarf something.
Shapeshifter.
Oh, druid. Yeah, we're doing Wreckfest on Friday. Every Friday. The only reason we wouldn't do Wreckfest on a Friday would be if I'm out of
Is
town.
the latest Baldur's Gate? Or?
It's the same. So yeah, it's 3. The one that came out last fall, that was all the rage. Not last fall, the fall before. Fall of 23.
I've got a few of them that I got for free. I don't know if I have the 3. The latest
No,
ones.
no, probably not. 1 and 2 came out like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Then there was a huge gap. They're all in the same universe, right?
Uh-huh.
So they all have the same. They're all in the same world, and characters that are in 1 will show up in 2. Okay, and there are a few characters, a nod to nostalgia. There's a few characters that were in 2 that are much older and much wiser in 3. And they show up later in the game, almost as little Easter eggs for long-time fans of the genre or of the series.
Yep. Okay.
3 is set quite a long time period after 2, but these characters live very long lives. The gameplay is completely different between 1 and 2 and 3, other than the fact that they're D&D based. So there's rolling of dice, there's chance, there's randomness there.
Okay.
3 is combat is turn-based, so as soon as you enter combat, like, everything stops, and then each person takes their turn, and then when they're done taking their turn, they hit a button that says end turn, and then the next person gets their turn.
Okay.
1 and 2 isn't so much turn-based. It's like it's pseudo real-time turn-based thing. It's a different mechanic.
Okay. But it's a D&D style of play.
Yeah, you have your characters, you have your sorcerers, your fighters, your paladins, all of your characters.
Yeah, all your different races.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the games for free. I just never looked into them.
I played Baldur's Gate the original many a moon ago.
Yeah.
Probably 25 years ago.
No, they're top down, right?
1 and 2 is. 3 is not so much top down, as more of a above and behind.
Okay. Yeah, so you get the
And-
3D
and-
effect.
And you can rotate the camera around. You can zoom in. You can zoom out on things.
Okay.
It's very, very different from 1 and 2. 3's gameplay. So, if you were a Baldur's Gate purist, then you wouldn't like the gameplay because it's not the same. But
Yeah.
it's a completely different development house, right? The only thing that's similar is the fact that Baldur's Gate as a license has to be licensed from Wizards of the Coast, which owns D&D. Right, so Larian Studios was granted a license to produce a Baldur's Gate game for 3. But they have other turn-based D&D style games already under the belt. Divinity, Original Sin, there's an Original Sin 2. There's a couple others that they've done. So this really wasn't like their breakout. Well, this really was their breakout game, but they've been known in this genre for a while.
For that style of gameplay.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, born and raised in Canada.
Larian, they got studios all over.
You know, just the Baldur's Gate franchise or whatever.
I don't know who the original studio was.
I think that's what I heard.
But the CEO of the studio is hilarious. He's got his own suit of armor, and he wears it to all the award shows. And he also has no problem whatsoever telling every other studio how they're doing it wrong. And like they've said from day one, there will be no additional paid content for Baldur's Gate 3. You buy the game, you get the whole game, and you're done.
Yeah, no
Like,
DLC.
like we're not nickel and diming you. There's no additional paid content, right? We took your money up
you
front,
want this quest? Yeah, you want this quest? You got to pay more.
Right.
Some of the games do that.
right? We took your money up front. We gave you our product, and we're going to stand behind our product. And they've done lots of updates over the last year and a half or whatever. In fact, there's a big patch that's rolling out in beta right now that's going to add 12 more subclasses.
Cool.
Like a drunken monk. So Tuki doesn't get to just pretend to be a drunken monk. That's like a real thing.
Keep right.
So Tuki, today I started a Dark Urge playthrough. Single player. I'm a half elf. Dark Urge. And I accidentally peeved off Gale, and he left my party right after I joined him. I decided I didn't want that to happen, so I reloaded. But he was telling me about his need for magic items, and I decided to use my worm powers to probe his mind. And I failed a couple rolls, and he got really, really angry with me, and I failed another roll check, and then he left. I was like,
Yes,
well,
gee,
that was interesting.
sorry.
So,
Sorry, I had my push top.
so I reloaded that because I wasn't really wanting to let it go with me. But I figure at some point he's probably gonna leave anyway because I'm gonna attack the Grove. I wanna recruit Mathira, whatever her name is. I'm gonna try to play with Will a little bit. I didn't use him at all in my first playthrough. But Will might not like me attacking the Grove, so I don't know. He may leave if I do that. So I guess I should play with him a lot before that comes up. But I'm a half elf monk, and wow, they are nice. They are potent. So I didn't know if maybe I could get Karlak if I did the Grove before I met her. Like if I went and skipped her and did the Goblin Camp and then did the Grove and then picked her up. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna... Like, if I'm gonna lose both of them, then... Uh-oh. If I'm gonna lose both of them, then maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just off Karlak with Will in the party, and then strip him of all his stuff, go attack the Grove, and he's gonna leave anyway.
Keep left.
I mean, I'm the Dark Urge, I'm evil, right? I don't care. Well, I was thinking I wanted to do a run where I used different companions. First time around, I used Gale a lot. I used Shadowheart a lot, and I think I used Karlak a lot. So I need to use Will as much as I can up till the point he quits. And then I guess imagine a party of a half-elf monk with a Githyanki fighter, a paladin, and I guess a thief. Up until I pick up a druid. Be that Helzen or... Well, he might not be... No. If I attack the Grove, he's not going to want to come with me. So he's probably out too.
Keep back. Keep back.
Welcome to Mexico, New Mexico. The north of the border, Mexico. Is Jolly catching up? No,
Jolly stopped for some fuel.
he's way back there.
Yeah, I had to stop for some fuel. And my stream, I had to change the bit rate on my upload. I was getting too many drop frames. I'm back to 1440p. I've wired my PC in instead of Wi-Fi. So I put some Cat 8 cables in because I got a 60-foot run. It improved my upload considerably and my download.
Over
I still
Wi-Fi,
can't-
yeah.
Yeah. So, to the point where I can actually, because I was only doing 720p, I'm doing 1440 now, but I got a 4,500 kilobyte per second on OBS. 5,000, I was getting too many drop frames. It just depends on the game I'm playing.
And that looks good at 1440?
Yeah.
Oh. Then I'm over pushing bits then. I'm pushing 16.
Yeah. If you can do it, fine. You get a crisper picture doing that. But Twitch only handles so much anyways, right? 1440 is... Giving them more than 1440 is pointless. And 60 frames per second is what I'm doing. It's just the amount of bits is what I have to limit.
Yep.
With Farming Sim, I can do 5,000, 5,500. With ATS, I'm finding 4,500 is probably going to be what I'm going to be able to do. For averaging, right?
Interesting.
Just Starlink doesn't only allow so much upload.
We can't adjust. Traffic is traffic. It's like,
And when you're streaming, it's
I mean,
all
maybe
about
if there's
your
a traffic mod, but we're not running that.
as you are well aware.
What's that?
That streaming is about your upload, not your download.
Oh yeah, totally. That's why you're pushing up.
Yep. Somebody helped me out with OBS and being able to test uploads without actually going live, and so I was able to test out quite a bit to kind of get the right settings for 1440. So.
Yeah, it's good once you get things dialed in. you can, you know, set it and forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the good thing is bit rate I can change on the fly, right? So, if I'm in the middle of a snowstorm, the my upload drops because the
Yeah.
dish only has so much heat to melt the snow off of it, right? So,
Right. And it's got to beam through all that moisture in the atmosphere.
yeah.
I mean, it's a different frequency, but radio waves are radio waves, and like Wi-Fi hates water, so
Yes.
it doesn't like to beam through anything moist, like trees. Trees with full leaves out are very wet, so Wi-Fi signal through trees is horrible. If your body is between you and the antenna, you get
Straight up.
terrible signal. Then if you turn around, you get so much better signal because we're wet.
Yep.
The Wi-Fi doesn't have any issue beaming through center block. So satellite is still radio waves, so it's all that moisture in the atmosphere.
Where I have the dish on the roof, there's no, even though there's trees on the west side of the house, I put it more east on the roof, so that when it's tracking the satellites, it doesn't actually get the interference from the trees.
Those cops, Dwayne, they must be sleeping because I didn't get a ticket.
But you're right, you know, it's still got to go through the atmosphere. So.
I was telling a young kid at work, young 20-something. I was like, "Do you know what AM radio is?" I was like, "At night you can get AM radio stations from like halfway across the country, but during the day you can't get them." And it's something about nighttime and the cloud cover.
Go straight up.
Heat convection.
Same with shortwave. That's why shortwave will go around halfway around the world in certain conditions.
On a cold, clear night, you can pick up. Well, I've picked up radio stations from Kentucky. Some Arkansas. Pretty sure I got some down from New Mexico or something like that.
So I learned about conductive fabric. I was watching a Adam Savage tested video. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he had a guy on that makes shortwave antennas out of fabric, and the fabric is basically conductive. And he showed, basically, he started making these antennas out of this fabric because it's collapsible, it's lightweight, right? And it's fairly cheap, I think. But then he showed, like, there's conductive fabric tape, and then there's now conductive Velcro. And he showed where like, if you were doing like cosplay and you were doing costuming, or even like on movie sets for props, like instead of running wires through a garment or in an outfit, you can run this conductive fabric in the garment, and he literally taped a 2032 coin battery on the garment, and then basically ran this conductive tape to LEDs like on the fingertips, and he had a glove that had lights on the fingertips that was powered by a little coin battery like on the back of the hand. And he took 2 pieces of Velcro, and when the Velcro was together, the light would light up. If he peeled the Velcro apart, the light would go out.
Huh.
But he was talking about, he made this, I don't know, some 30-foot maybe, shortwave radio antenna out of fabric. And he was talking to a guy on a shortwave radio about making this antenna. And the guy's like, it'll never work. And he's like, yeah, it works, because you're talking to me on it right now. And like when he's done, right, you can just pack it up. And I don't know if it's just like a strip of fabric on a pole that you run up the, or what, but look up, it's a fairly recent video. If you look up Adam Savage Tested channel, you'll find it. It's kind of neat.
That'd be interesting if it became publicly available.
I think he's like, he buys it off of Amazon and AliExpress.
Oh.
Well, you can buy all kinds of shit on AliExpress.
Everything.
Everything.
Because everything's made in China.
Yep.
The same kid I was talking about, he's leaving in a couple weeks to go somewhere else, and I gave him last week a parting gift. I gave him some fake 2 terabyte mini SD flash cards. They were AliExpress specials. But it's like, here you go. These are fake. They're not 2 terabytes. But you can have fun figuring out how they work and how big they actually are. I think they're like 64 gig drives, but when you put them in the PC, they say they're 2 terabyte.
But they'll only hold 64 gig.
Well, they will overwrite themselves, so they'll fool the PC and you into thinking that you're putting more on them than you really are. Until you go to try to read it back, and then it's all corrupt. Uh-oh, Helldivers. Did they do an update, or you just got that itch?
Right, and then exit right. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Don't take my exit.
Well, at least you didn't go up there, fuck. Then there's no traffic.
Finding a new route.
I knew it was the wrong exit when I
And then
took it.
exit right. Exit right.
I'm a ways behind everybody, I think. I still got 340 to go.
225. The Wayne's down in front of me.
Go straight on.
Just ran through a red light.
It's like it's news or something.
I know.
You're such a rebel.
What's wrong?
Keep right, and then exit right.
It's like, put it on my tab.
Exit.
I'll pay up at the end of the month.
Keep left, and then turn
It's
left.
in the mail.
Turn left.
Now, if we could haul mail loads, then check could be in the mail, and we could be hauling our own check.
Except for when it gets to the processing facility and it says, oh, we forgot to put the stamp on.
Well, I mean, we could damage the load and then the letter get lost. It's like I got a court summons once and it said, failure to get the summons is not an excuse not to show up in court. Huh? Well, if I never got it, how am I supposed to know I need to be there? So I feel like telling a company, like, I mailed you the check. Your failure to receive it does not negate the fact that I mailed it to you. Therefore, it should be paid in full. It's not my fault you never got my payment. I sent it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get very far with that.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Roundabout in the middle of the desert. Snow-covered desert, then, yeah.
It's white sands.
Yep.
These are sand. It's not snow.
Oh.
There's a
Very
sandstorm.
similar to what's outside our place.
There's a sandstorm. That's why it's all covered on the bushes and trees.
Okay. All right. So that's what's sitting all over my yard and everything too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Exit now.
I got piles of it.
Wrong gear. Don't mind me.
truck's telling me I need fuel again.
I should be good to go to deliveries. I'm open.
Well, I'm gonna try to push it.
I'm gonna do the same thing. It's not turned red yet. It's... Oh, just turned red now, as I speak.
So a watched fuel gauge does go down.
Or sounds like that. The case.
This is quite a wide cut through the ground. I mean, we could put like a 6-lane highway in there.
Snow just gives everything a different scene. Pretty. Help to Arizona.
Find a new route.
Plow into the back of a tanker, get 36% damage. That's really stupid, Jolly.
Well, I'm not going to say it's one of your wisest decisions.
No, not my stupidest either. That's the problem.
I got coaxed into taking the wrong exit.
You got coaxed into it.
Yeah, I was in the Schultz lane and the car took an exit right beside me, and I had to take it. So it was the on ramp for the wrong way on the interstate. So I turned around, and as I was coming up to speed going the right way on the interstate, the semi hit the back of my truck and it gave me a nice jolt forward. Oh. And, well, hurt the truck, 4% on the load.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
Car zone. That's not anywhere as close to auto zone.
Oh, I got an Excellente on this one.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that.
Oh. One day I want to take a road trip out to 66.
We are finished.
We earned some money this time.
I see petroleum at our exit.
I'm going back to the maintenance shop. And that's where we'll start next week.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out and watching. Hanging out with you on a Sunday night. Tomorrow night we'll be back in not American Truck Sim. We're back in Farm Sim. Doing more river bins by Stevie's. By Stevie. Giants should be back in the shop tomorrow. So we should hopefully start seeing more mod drops in the mod hub. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. And hopefully Schultz's mods, hopefully Farmer G's mods will get some momentum. They've been pending testing since late November.
Lots of fuel, yeah.
That's how far
I
behind
put in
Giants is.
274 liters.
Over a month. Probably close to a month and a half.
Or gallons, I should say, not liters.
All right, let's service
gonna
this
say.
thing. And let's exit our convoy and see what we earned. Oh, $4.1 million. Thank you. Thank you very much. Until next time, keep those wheels on the ground.